What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and today I got another set that I said I wouldn't get, and that is the Star Raider Thundertron set that comes not only with just him, you also get the Star Raider Nightstrike, along with the Infernac Universe Calcitron. Now, as you know, all of these are repaints and slight remolds of former toys. This being a remold of the Legacy United Thundertron, which we will compare. This being a repaint and maybe remold of Ratbat and whichever other one. I'm not looking for any of my cassettes right now because I don't have any Ratbats available, which is odd, but I don't. So it's a cassette. We should already know that, so they'll kind of be paired with this guy, who is a repaint of, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Infernac Universe Magnius, which also was used to make Nucleus, and then a new head, of course, was used to make Calcitron. So this is the first time I have this mold, so I won't be really comparing it to anyone else. We'll just show it off and show off the wheels and transform it and everything like that, because I don't have a lot of these rock folks. Let's get this a little bit over here. There goes my cell phone just falling off here. And yeah, I mean, I kind of do dig the set so far. I thought I wouldn't, but this one really kind of got me to buy it. And of course, just knowing that he's like a flag, a data tape. This one we'll talk about. Yeah, just talk about. But anyway, let's get them out of the way so we can show off the box and you can see the instructions right there. You get this nice tall box to let you know you're getting a lot of toys and that you're paying a lot of money, because remember, this is $80 to $90. So from the side you get the original Thundertron there, and of course you get on the back here, showing the side, you see the face with the eyes missing. We'll talk about the head sculpt. We'll talk about that in the comparisons and things of that nature. So here on the back, you get to see what we get in 24 steps to transform Thundertron. We got 12 steps to transform the Calcitron and 4 steps for the Nightstrike. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the Calcitron and the Nightstrike. And then after that, we're going to go straight to comparing the different Thundertrons that we own. And we're going to do that in 2 and 2. All right, we're back by YouTube Magic, and the first thing we're going to do is show off Nightstrike and Calcitron. Now, I never thought again I would get this. I was very hating on these Infernac molds, but this coloration is probably a standout more than what everything else that comes to the set. But we'll deal with that in a minute. But basically, here's the Calcitron. You can see he's just a repaint, slight remold of, has even a little tiny symbol on his chest there of Ratbat, you know, from back in the days. And of course we have this here, which is the weapon. The only place I see you can put it is in the front. Now he does break apart, but I'm not into breaking apart figures, and I don't really know all that stuff. I don't really get into that, but I just like the colors on this. I was like, dang, man, and just that UNC kind of blue there. I got a pair of Bo Jackson's kind of this color, man. Oh, woo. I was like, yo, and this is the weapon. I guess it goes in the front. So next thing we're going to do is just show it off. He does have wheels there, and you can see it there. That's how he looks from here. And he's got this trifecta of different blues here that I just adore. My blue is one of my favorite colors. In fact, it is my favorite color. So, yeah, just digging the blue all day long. We get these in robot mode, and then we'll talk about these two, do some measurements, show off the, you know, things that, you know, whatever. We're going to show off articulation and be back into 2. All right, we're back by YouTube Magic, and we have both the Nightstrike and Calcitron in their robot or bat modes. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm digging this, man. I am totally digging this, man. I actually like this set more for these two than I do for the Thundertron. We'll get to that later on in the video. Because like I said before, there's a lot of work we got to do. Let's go over the Nightstrike first. And basically, you know, he's just Ratbat. You can see it there. And he's the same head sculpt. It's just painted differently, as you can see that there. So, and then inside the wings are painted this kind of sea green. He just looks pretty cool, man. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know, like I said, I don't really care for the lore. I just like the figures, and I like this so far. So we'll move this out the way real quick. Now we'll go on to Calcitron. And Calcitron, you know, he's modular. He can be pulled apart. Like I said, I don't really have anything. I'm not into that. You know, if you're into that, there's other channels that do, you know, that type of thing. You know, I just like the robot for what it is. But yeah, he's pretty cool. The articulation, because I never had one of these before. And having this mold makes me want to go and get the other ones. So I won't review them, but I'll just get them for the sake of how they look. Because there's a lot when you pull the arm, you can, boy, there's a lot you can make. And I'm sad that I dissed those figures. So forgive me for those who, you know, I'm always one to go back and say, man, I shouldn't have said what I said. But I like this just for the look. I love things that are different. And right off the bat, you can see that crazy head sculpt, man. That is crazy, but I like it. Let's go over articulation, because I never did this. Arm does a 360, and yes, the arms do come off. It's modular here. The backpack here does come off as well, but I don't know what you can do with it. I guess you can add it as parts. We'll take that off just to show you. These parts do come off as well. Again, I don't know why we want to, but I'm just showing you what I can see can be taken off. Now from here, nothing else can be removed, but the arms can come off. I think the head come off? No, the head doesn't come off. The arm can come off. I believe the leg. No, is the leg coming off? I guess not. I don't know. I mean, you know, if you pull apart stands, you know, you can come and tell me what I'm missing here. But anyway, articulation the same as any other, you know, deluxe figure. Leg goes out to here. Leg goes to about right here. He does have a waist swivel. Head does not go up and down, you know, but you can kind of tilt it here. But it does do pretty much 360. Well, no, not quite. Does about 180. I guess you might could, but you're kind of be forcing it. He does come with the feet swivels. He's not very hollow. You know, let's make sure we put everything back on that we had here. And I think one part goes here under the arm. I mean, I can't remember how I had it, but either way, you can see there where the parts go and everything. So yeah, I mean, he is a pretty cool looking bot. I am impressed with him. You know, this is amazing how this really changed my mind. So we will go ahead and put them here so we can get a nice screw. All right. And we'll be back. It ain't gonna work. You just got to do like this. And we'll be back in 2 or 2. All right, we're back by YouTube Magic, and we now have the 3-pack Thundertron in his alt mode here. Now you'll notice that he is lighter blue with darker of a more gunmetal gray look here. He's got more of a shiny paint job on the front of the head here. But typically he's the same as the other guy. Nothing really special. You'll see more of that in the robot mode, but you can see it here. Now we're going to compare him to the original Thundertron, which you can see a big difference right off the bat. He doesn't have that more shiny paint look. As you can see here, he has lighter gray accents. We'll have to tilt the camera up just a bit because we're going to be showing off some different things here so you can see what we're talking about. This way you can make an informed decision on what you want to buy. So the one on the left is the 3-pack. One on the right is the standalone set, and you can see this is lighter blue, this is darker blue. So the gold parts are now more of a gold, brighter gold, and this more bronzy look. The vent here is a kind of darker gray, where this one is a more of a duller gray. Again, this looks more gunmetal, this looks more lighter gray. This plastic from the back is the same thing, hollow as hell. It does come with the same sword and same peg foot weapon thing. From the front here, the head sculpt is the same. The only difference is that now he has lighter blue, which is like more accented lighter blue, even lighter than the blue here, where the blue here is darker and it doesn't have that accentuation. Of course, on the front of the head there's the lighter gold, where this is more of a bronze look. The same thing on the feet. When we go down here, the feet are white and they're gray. They're still the same type of white. They're still the same type of that, you know, color there. The symbol is still the same, just a little darker on the a little lighter actually on the newer version. As you can see here, pretty much everything is identical. And if you want to see this compared to the original, let's go ahead and move the camera back up. As you can see here, I'm gonna go up just a little bit, gonna back up just a little bit here, and let's bring in the original, which I always hate the original alt mode. But as you can see, they were kind of get closer to the color of him, which they did not quite do, but he did get close. But if, right now, I'm gonna tell y'all, you know, if I had my pick of which one I truly think is the better of the three, well, not so much the better, but just the one that I would pick right now for the modern era, it's definitely going to be this guy. So I just let you know right there, because of the lighter color, the gold accents kind of stick out. But there's some other things that we can't see now until we get the robot mode. And then, of course, like I said, we'll always be back in the lovely 2 and 2. All right, we're back by YouTube magic, and well, let me just put it this way. I like this version of Thundertron a lot better. Now, this is the first time I've actually got to spend some time with the mold under the repaint from the Walmart version, and yeah, I like it a lot better. Even though it doesn't have a one hand, it has the hook hand. I think it just looks better. Hands down. It just works. This works. Like, it's scary because in my brain I'm going, man, I don't want to buy this thing twice. Damn. I mean, it just looks a lot better. You could call them an older version. You could call them a different version, whatever you want. The lighter blue deco made this figure look a lot better. And I think that it's just amazing how it happened. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like the hook hand, but there is a little 5mm post under the hook where you can kind of put the foot, you know, to make the peg leg look, and you can kind of add it like a claw, or you can put it on the sword like they do, but you can have them like that. This is my version of how I have them, like just having like a claw, and of course you can put the sword here. But the biggest thing that this figure, besides the lighter blue and that kind of brighter paint job, is the head sculpt. And let me tell you, I have never been impressed with a head sculpt in my life. Let me see if I can get this to work here. I have to back this up just a little bit. Just a little bit there. Look at that head sculpt, man. Look at that. Look at that. Let's turn that down a little bit. Right there. And the paint is that nice blue paint there that kind of just, it just kind of works, man. It just kind of works, and it gives it like an extra flair. He has one eye. I mean, way more stoic than the head sculpt on the other one. And I didn't care for that. This does match the head sculpt, the original toy. And let's just go ahead and get the original toy out, because you can see the difference there, as you can see on the original toy. Let's get in focus here. That's the original toy head. That's what they were going for, the original toy look. I think a lot of people like this color, so even though they couldn't get to it exactly, I think they did a good job close enough. So let's go ahead and bring down our f-stop here so we can get back to 4.5. Let's put the sword back in his hand, and then we'll do some comparisons, and we'll wrap it up. So, I mean, measurements I should have in the original video, but in case I didn't, articulation is in the original video as well. We are pressed for time, people, and the weekend has vastly left us behind, and I was really behind on doing reviews, but he is approximately 7 inches, almost a little over 7 inches, maybe. But man, this coloration is perfect. It's weird. They used, man, let's just do the comparisons and bounce out, man. And I mean, I'm not hating on the other one either. I think the other one was fine. I just, something about what that head sculpt is. It's like, this is more of an Alpha Trion look than what you say maybe what this look is. And I know that they repainted this into like dark old Optimus and Alpha Trion or Alpha Trizer or whatever he's called. Which I can see them doing that as a repaint. Yes, yeah, I'm drinking some tea. But this looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. So I think that when they made this, you know how Hasbro makes toys for later use. This is gonna be like that Alpha Trion, and we're probably gonna get like some type of Alpha Trion from that. You know, that's just my opinion. And of course, here's the original. Like I said, I'm not really going to mess with the original too much because, like I said, the original kind of, yeah, he gets a little weird at times to pose, and I already had enough falling down of the previous toys, but we'll get a final shot here of everybody all together. And yeah, I gotta say, he won. So let's get our final thoughts because we gotta get the rest of the group together. And of course, we'll be back in 2 and 2. And of course, coming soon, if you're watching the video, it's going to be none other than Road Pig. All right, let's wrap it up. All right, y'all, we're back. I gotta say, I was surprised by this set. I didn't show this off in the video, but let me show you how you do this real quick. So you can see how my man Nightstrike is perched on, and you can do this with both versions of the mold. Here, let me just show that off real quick because I did not show that off. There's going to be 2 little holes that peg in there. It's probably a little too bright. But as you can see here, when you take it out, there are the little peg holes right there. And you just get a focus on that part. And you just kind of just slot them in like so. And then it just kind of pegs in. And it's the same on the other. There we go. So yeah, overall, the set really does impress me. I hate the fact that they have these repaints, but Hasbro knows what they're doing, unfortunately, to take the money out of our wallets. And they are very successful in doing that, despite the flaws that this company has really with their figures. But believe it or not, that what impressed me was the remold, the head sculpt, which is more like the original toy, which I did like the head sculpt on that. Gave him more of like a regal look versus the other one where it's just kind of, you know, you can see where this is going to go into an Alpha Trion type thing. The inclusion of the Nightstrike with the crazy colors also work. And then this dang on Calcitron with this blue color just oozing out with, oh man, I'm impressed. So yeah, I give the set a go. If you don't now, okay, let me back up. Now, the set is expensive in my opinion, sort of. That's the deal. But let's do the cost. You know, this is what a deluxe nowadays is $20 $24. This would be what, $30, $35. I mean, it's the cost that really is gonna really hurt you. If I wasn't a reviewer and just wanting to say, okay, I want to do this comparison because I do it for the people, I would probably not even buy this set, but then I would pass up on a better repaint of what we got. And that's what makes it scary, is like when we get these toys, you just go, should we just wait? Should we not wait? And I think that's where a lot of people are starting to get annoyed, because this is not G1. Stop comparing this to G1, because everything that was released in G1, we already knew that the dots and mold would be ×3. We knew Sideswipe. We knew Sunstreaker. You know, we knew that they were going to be, and that was different. This is not the same. This is just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not even getting the proper repaints and remolds we should get. Prowl. So we're getting other stuff. All right. So let that sink in. But this is a good looking set. The paint job is a lot brighter, and it just gives them this look. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't get over it. You know, it's like the Stormbringer Bludgeon, you know, with that, you know, with the face and everything. His face is like that. Like that difference alone made me go, dang, this looks tight. And I'm sorry, I would never even buy this mold. When I saw his guy, this color with in the red and that, I was impressed. So yeah, it surprised me. It does a lot for me, which unfortunately I hate to say it, but it does. Now I'm not telling you to go out and get this set, because there's a lot of factors in that. Buying 2 Thundertrons doesn't make sense. And if you don't have a Thundertron and you want a Thundertron, it all depends, really, because both are the same, except one has a hook hand. If you want one with 2 hands and probably the cheaper option, then yeah, go for the first release of Thundertron. I mean, you're not going to miss out on anything but a remolded head in different colors, different shade of blue, if you want to call it that. But if you look at the figure and you go, I liked it, and you see this one, you're going to be like, man, that one is better. So that's my opinion, okay? You may say, hey, I don't need it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't blame you at all. All right? But what are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comments below. Of course, please like, subscribe, and share. This is Super Robot Ed, bringing you more news and reviews. Until then, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.